Anyway, going back, as we all know mga boss, naging makulay yung Philippine sports industry ngayong taong 2013. Ngayon para pag-usapan yung mga nangyari sa Philippine sports industry and yung magbigay na rin ng kanyang fearless forecast for 2014. Makakasama natin isang sports analyst, no less than Sir Seb Sarmiento. Good morning, Sir Seb.
Hi, good morning sa inyo. At ang favorite dairy product ko, obvious naman, di ba? Biglang ginamit yun. Nasira ulo nila sa truck kung ano detail lang. Bumalik to sa baka. Pero no, it's a delight to be here. It's always good to come back to Channel 4. This is home for me.
Yes, yan. Mukhang magiging masaya yung interview natin.
Sana. I'm sure. Sige.
So, sir, simulan natin, no, sa favorite sport ng mga Pinoy. As we all know, naging maganda yung standing ng Smart Gilas sa mga sinalihan nilang tournament, yung FIBA and the SEA Games. So, what does it say? Are we gonna be stronger basketball team ng Philippines?
That's a good question. Una, yung FIBA World Championship, we made it noong August. We finished second to Iran. Ang interesting dyan is we will participate in the World Championship ng basketball. Sabi nila, so matalo, no? It's like making the World Cup ng football. So it's a big thing. But the more important segue dyan ay magkakaroon ng Asian Games a few months later sa Incheon, sa Korea. The important thing there, what we're looking forward to, is to finally go all out to be able to win the Asian gold medal sa basketball. Because nakita natin nung sa August, kaya natin ng Korea. Yung Iran, siguro, a few more big players and with a healthy Marcus Dautit, baka we might be able to pull a few surprises. That was quite revealing, yung FIBA Asian na nangyari dito sa atin. Nabuhay na naman ang international basketball. Filipinos suddenly realized, we can still contend against the Koreans na laging tumatalo sa atin. Masakit sa atin lagi pag tinatalo tayo ng Korea.
Unforgettable talaga yung game against Korea. Napanood mo ba yun? Grabe yung feeling. Parang nakakaiyak kahit
lalo na kaming marami dito mga nakasama ko nung nag-cover sa Busan noong 2002. Nung lamang ang Philippines na shoot ng Koreano, 3-point shot, na-miss ni Olsen Rosella kasi yung dalawang free throw. Yun, hanggang ngayon masakit pa rin yun kasi ilan lang kami Pilipino nun, pero yun, masakit yan basta natatalo ko sa abroad. But yun, medyo na-erase yun nung nanalo tayo sa FIBA Asia nitong August.
So, we can see that basketball is really, really improving. Pero what about in terms of soccer? Yung Azkals, how are they doing?
The Azkals continue to improve. They're now ranked, I think, 127th in the world, which is something we never imagined na continue mag-i-improve. Our dream eventually is to see a Philippine team, of course, in the World Cup. Malayo pa yan, but we still have to beat the Chinas, Koreas, and Japans dito sa Asia. We have to improve our ranking dito. Ang laki ng in-improve ng football at tuloy-tuloy yan kasi sinusuportahan ng finances, sinusuportahan ng tao. At maraming tao mahilig talaga sa football. So, pauspog mo yan, dire-diretso na yan.
And sir, sorry kasi hindi ako masyadong familiar sa football unlike basketball eh. Basketball kasi isa sa mga pinaka-edge is height. Football, what do you think ba yung parang edge ng mga Pilipino? Why we're making waves?
Speed and skill, no? Ang ginagawa natin is that we're getting Filipino players who have European training. Actually, itong mga Londoners, like the Young Husbands and Shishma Shuk yata who has a Filipino mother. We're trying to get those players to improve our game also. Kasi yung homegrown talent natin, exposed lang yan, Southeast Asia, Asian. Iba yung larong European eh. Kita mo naman sa pag-dribble lang ng bola. Kala mo kamay ang ginagamit sa pagsipa ng bola. So we're trying to improve the game by having more Filipino foreigners play for us so that we will be more competitive also abroad. Parang skill level, madaling sumabay against the other countries abroad, of course.
So, these are the men's teams for basketball and football. What about the women's teams? Perlas and Malditas, how are they doing?
Sa women's basketball, let's say Southeast Asia-wise, silver medal na naman sila nitong huli. They did relatively well. We're still hoping for a first gold medal dyan. We still have to find taller players, but Filipinas nowadays are taller. Have you noticed, yung generation nyo, ang tatangkad at hopefully they can be honed towards sports, samantala sa Malditas, malas lang sila nitong SEA Games, medyo nagtatatalo sila. Nakita nila yung difference, although they've improved their world ranking, nakita nila yung difference sa talent pa rin. Saka yung balyahan sa football, it's different. Yung body contact sa football, walang tawagan ng foul, minsan hindi. So, kailangan masanay tayo sa banggaan also.
And I think testament si Carla na matatangkad na mga Filipinas
Oo.
ngayon.
Kaya lang hindi ako nag-basketball. Sorry.
Hindi, kaya nga di ba? Kaya minamani natin ng mga Miss International, Miss Universe, at ito na yung generation ng matatangkad na Pilipina di ba?
Yes.
So, hopefully it spills over in sports. And we can see that sa V-League, sa Superliga ng volleyball, that your generation, these are taller women and also taller men. And you just talk about Greg Slaughter and Japet Aguilar. This is a tall generation.
And of course, sir, isa sa mga pinaka-exciting, boxing. Manny Pacquiao recently made a comeback. Tapos, I think Donaire also won in his last fight. So, ano to, sir? Is this yung pagbalik ng mga Pilipino sa global boxing scene?
Well, hindi naman nawala. Ang interesting dito, the big question that remains, I think para sa career ni Floyd Mayweather Jr. At ni Manny Pacquiao ay maglalaban ba sila? Ako sasabihin ko sa inyo, pagka naayos nila yung pag-uusap kay Bob Arum, kasi mukhang si Bob Arum ang humahad lang doon sa pagkakaroon ng laban itong dalawang to. Ito sa dami ng problema ng dalawang to sa pera, maglalaban itong dalawang to. Di ba? At saka girian sila ng girian. At saka alam mo, ang gusto makita ng Pilipino, more than anything else, matamaan ni Pacquiao si Mayweather.
Yes.
Pang! Isang sapul para lang masabi tinamaan. Pero magaling din yung Mayweather. Hindi basta-basta kalaban. Matangkad, madulas. Hindi naman basta-basta rin. So, I think that fight will happen. I think Filipino fighters will continue to be seen and heard in the international scene. Bumalik na nga si Donaire. Kung minsan tatalo ka, tapos babalik ka. So, Pacquiao, ako tingin ko 2 or 3 more fights before he calls it quits actually.
And sir, siguro marami kasing bumabagabag na sa mga Pilipino is yung age ni Manny. So, paano ba yung magiging factor if ever na magkaharap nga sila ni Mayweather sa ring?
Well, si Mayweather is not as young anymore also, no? He's about 35, 36, si Pacquiao, alam mo, merong because of his own training, 33 is quite young. Nung araw kasi, 33 was considered old. I consider it a young 33 for Pacquiao. Nasa in shape naman siya excuse me. Nung araw, nung masama ang training methods, masasabi mo matanda na. Pero he's also smart I think people forget that Manny Pacquiao is a very smart person. He knows 2, 3, 2, 3 na laban, okay na ako. Diretso na, retire na ako. Diba? He knows when he's going to call it quits. He's not gonna hang on forever like other boxers na wala nang kinikita, they're trying to fight every week, and he's not that kind of fighter. He will know when it's time to stop. But it's a concern, of course, the age.
Okay. And Sir Sev, you mentioned earlier yung V-League. We can see na volleyball is really rising in popularity. It's doing well here in the Philippines. How will we fare kaya in the international scene?
Well, the nice thing about 2013 is we began to field 2 teams that went to 2 different international competitions. And I talked to the coaches and sabi nila, pwede tayong sumabay. Kaso ang team natin, bubuin, wawatakin. Bubuin, tapos isirain. Walang consistency yung team. Unlike Smart Gilas, for instance, na buo yan for 6 months. We have to form a team and hopefully there's a godfather or godmother, somebody who will bless volleyball and give them support para year-round ang training nila. These girls, when they are not playing for their schools or for their home teams, really have nothing else to do. So it's right for them to be part of the national team. And you're right, talagang matangkad ito, and we do have great setters, we have great spikers, so I don't think we will be lagging behind too much. Thailand siguro ang problema natin because ang layo-layo na nila sa Asian level.
So sir, 2014, as we all know, hindi lang naman basketball, hindi lang naman boxing yung sport. Marami dyan mga sport na may potential, like Dragon Boat, mixed martial arts, and others. So sir, sa tingin nyo, saan pa ba tayo pwedeng mag-excel?
Ako, tingin ko, may konti akong kodi ko rito. Kung titingnan mo ang athletics, nung huling SEA Games, 46 gold medals ang nakasalang. Ang Thailand, nanalo ng 17 gold medals sa athletics. Tayo, nanalo ng 6. Ang Singapore, nanalo ng 11 gold medals sa swimming. Ang total available gold medals sa swimming or sa aquatics is 41. Interestingly enough, concerned tayo doon sa basketball gold medal, which is just 1 gold medal, which is fine. We continue to show our dominance. Pero ang importante dito, itong mga other sports, athletics, aquatics, 46 plus 41, do the math, is 87 gold medals. If we can get just half of that in the SEA Games, we will definitely do better. I see track and field, athletics, doing very, very well. You can see on the pictures on your screen right now, ang daming mga flags ng Pilipinas tinaas. During the last SEA Games, we had a total of 6 gold medals from track and field, 4 from taekwondo. The interesting part is that good things are happening sa track and field. At saka swak sa Pilipino track and field, di kailangan ng height, di kailangan ng shadow. Some events kailangan ng bulk. But I think we will continue, lalo na nitong coming Asian Games, na matcha-challenge tayo with China, Japan, and Korea in the competition.
So speaking of SEA Games, as we all know, sinasabi nila, weakest finish, 7th. Pero medyo malayo yung gap natin from the 8th place eh. So what does it say?
The 7th is, we have to understand that there were so many sports that were not included, hindi mga Olympic sports. Yung mga paborito natin like bowling, for instance, softball, some sports were not included, and tennis where we normally score gold medals. Samantala, naging priority or privilege ng host kasi magsaksak ng mga games na gusto nila, yung mga siguro na kuwento rin ni Dennis Principe sa inyo, yung mga sports na hindi ko nga ma-pronounce ang mga pangalan, privilege ng host yun. So that's why you see sa standings, ang Myanmar o ang Burma finished second actually to Thailand. 107 ang Thailand, 86 naman ang Burma. Tayo ang layo, no? Bagsak sa 29. Ang Singapore, hindi na natin naabutan, 34 ang Singapore. Kung may a few more wins, merong isang sport sa Muay Thai, 4 na beses pinabagsak ng Pilipino yung kalaban niyang taga-Burma. Kaso taga-Burma, na hometown decision yung Pilipino, kawawa naman. It could have been a gold medal. We could have won another gold medal in swimming, pero talon uli ang mga swimmer natin. Well, natalo siya, naging bronze medalist na lang. So may mga malas, may sayang, may all different kinds of misfortunes. Pero in sum, given all these problems, credible naman yung kanilang performance. Pero ang mag-ingat tayo, itong Vietnam at saka iba, sinasagasaan lang natin nung araw to, pati Singapore, laging nasa babayan ng medal standings. Wala na, hindi na tayo makasabay. Kailangan mag-isip-isip tayo paano tayo makakasabay uli, at least for the Southeast Asian Games level.
So now that 2014 is starting, ano ba kailangan gawin ng ibang mga sports to catch up with basketball, with boxing, and all the other sports that are popular right now?
Interesting, that I think it's very important that more competition, better coaching, and of course, this involves a lot of money. I'm sure the POC and the Philippine Sports Commission will talk after the holidays and see what we can do to improve not just the sports that did well, but also sports that didn't do so well. So, kung prediction ng pag-uusapan, I think 2014 should be a good year. 2013 wasn't so bad despite the number 13, but I think we'll find 2014, and if we talk again after 2014, it's going to be a very interesting year.
Sir Seb, maybe you have a message na lang for our viewers.
Well, I think we should have fun, enjoy the new year, and let's hope for the best for Philippine sports nitong coming 2014.
Thank you, Sir Seb. At ayan po ang isang sports analyst na si Mr. Seb Sarmiento.
Thank you, Sir Seb.
Oh, anytime.